You should not say, oh, by the way, every night I watch, some really bad websites. You shouldn't do that. But having said that, you need to almost hold yourself to account so that you stop yourself in this bad habit. If you're finding it really, really, really difficult to stop this bad habit, except with a public pledge, maybe speak to someone in secret, someone who you trust, a friend, and say, listen, I have got this bad habit. I need to stop it. I need you to be almost like the person who is my public pledge to never ever do this again. So take it, be sensible about this, but it's very important that you show commitment to the pledge, inshallah. Now, replace with good. Now, we mentioned before that you should change course, which means that during the fasting days and the bad habits, you need to change course completely and do something else, or to do something completely different, fill up that time. But at the same time, you should try to replace that bad habit with a good habit, something that takes a lot of your time and you actually want to do. For example, let's say instead of spending a lot of time watching TV, your good habit would be that you're going to spend the exact same amount of time memorizing Quran. Okay, so you're not just changing course, but you're also making sure that whatever you change course to is a good habit that replaces completely the bad habit that you were doing. So replace it with a good habit. Think of any good habits and activity. It doesn't have to be like a religious activity. It could be anything that you enjoy, that is good, that is beneficial, that is, that empowers you. And by the way, you could spend a lot of time doing projects, for example, online projects like productivemuslim.com, or something that you really, really enjoy. You can work with these online projects so that you can almost replace the bad habit, inshallah. And number 7, dua. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, and when we say it every day, we recite this verse every day in all of our prayers, إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدْ وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينَ. You alone we worship, and you alone we seek help from. And the scholars say the secret of the Quran is in this one verse. What is that? Why does that mean? Because if you think about it, we're saying we worship you, O Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but we cannot worship Him without His help. So it's almost like a loop. Like, you really want to worship Allah, but you cannot worship Him without His help. So you need His help to worship Him. So the same thing with bad habits. We are very weak beings. And Allah said in the Quran, وَخُلِقَ الْإِنسَانُ ضَعِيفًا, that the human being was created weak. We are very weak. However, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is strong. So you're weak, He's strong. So the very simple answer is, ask Him to almost give you the strength to stop this bad habit. And wallahi, if you sincerely ask Him, if you sincerely make dua to Him, say, Allah, please, I don't want to be addicted to this bad habit. Please, I want to get rid of this bad habit. Oh Allah, please replace it with a good habit. I swear by Allah, He will listen to you, and you will see that you will not even want to come close to that bad habit. Always make dua. Make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pushes you away from these bad habits, because I said to you, it's costing you time, it's costing you money, it's stopping you from developing yourself and being the great person you deserve to be, and it's stopping you getting close to Allah. But dua is the first and most important key thing. All these seven tips I share with you, this is the most important. And if you do the 7th one, all the others would come close to you, would be easy to follow, inshallah. So remember, make dua. Now, the key thing I always get asked is, okay, I've stopped for 30 days. Now I'm a bit scared of, lapsing back and getting to the bad habit again. So how do I stay focused? How do I stay away from bad habits once and for all? You need to get into almost like what I call the protection triangle. Okay, what this means is, you need, first of all, for feedback, you need to, essentially, the public pledge, the people who are around you, they give you feedback constantly. Say to you, you're getting close to bad habits, stay away from it. You need to be careful here. So you need to give that feedback. So that's almost like the outside feedback. Secondly, you need to have self-reflection. You yourself need to take yourself into account and say, okay, why did I do this? What's the purpose of this? Why couldn't I stop myself doing this? Why did I fall into this bad habit again after I stopped for 30 days? Get in a self-reflection mode. And when you constantly self-reflect, you will eventually almost like convince yourself that you need to stay away from this bad habit. Thirdly, coaching. What does coaching mean? Now, just like many bad habits. Like for example, people, if you're addicted to alcohol or addicted to drugs, there's almost like a full coaching program that helps you to stay away from alcohol and stay away from drugs. Now, you can use that coaching program or that module on anything, on any bad habit you have. So that, as I said, you can have somebody who's almost becomes like your coach, and this somebody is someone you respect, someone you love, someone you really can work with, and this person will be responsible to coach you away from this bad habit and to help you stop you from bad habit. And alhamdulillah, nowadays there are many coaches, either online, offline, or people you just trust in your community. Once you have coach, someone who almost like you're responsible, who looks after you and prepares almost like a program for you, it becomes extremely powerful. So coaching is a very, very important. So 3 parts to protection triangle: feedback from all those around you. So for example, if it's positive feedback, like people saying, well, mashallah man, you started waking up early, well done. Or your mom will say, wow, you're not spending enough time, you're not spending so much time on the video games, I'm very proud of you. So the positive feedback helps you to protect yourself. And also negative feedback, if you start slipping, they go, you're starting slipping again, be careful. So that feedback from those around you is very important. Secondly, self-reflection, self-evaluation. And thirdly, having a coach, someone who says to you, okay, I'm going to take you through this process, I'm going to work with me to help you get away from this bad habit, inshallah. So remember this protection triangle. Now, final thought, life's too short to waste on bad habits. I mean, as I said to you beginning, imagine, today will never come again, all right? And tomorrow will never be the same like today. And tomorrow I'll be older by a day, and you'll be older than for a day. And to waste your time with bad habits that have no benefit at all, la dunya or akhirah, honestly, it's almost like insane. So life's too short to waste on bad habits. Think about it. Really think about it. I don't want you to get from this little message that I should stop bad habits and just forget about it. I want you to really think about it. I mean, one day I was looking at a picture of my parents when they were very, very young, and I was like, oh my God, they were like my age when I saw that picture, and I can imagine the dreams, the hopes, and everything they had. And now I look at them and they're much more older, and I'm in their shoes. And tomorrow I'll be the person who will be old, and my kids will look at my picture. So when you realize that this life just keeps going, and if I don't stop myself from this bad habit, it's like I'm almost like burning my life with my own hands. So it's very, very important to just get that thought in your mind and completely knock it out and say, completely knock out your bad habits, because it's not worth it. I hope you enjoyed this message, and I would love you to stay in touch with us. We are at productivemus.com. We're really, really keen to basically share messages of productivity. Our vision, our goal, our mission is to help you and help the ummah become productive, inshallah, because that's what our Islam tells us, to always be productive. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.